Nationwide protests against the government continue in Iran as the unrest entered into the third week. The protests began on December 28th as demonstrations against soaring inflation and economic hardship, but soon escalated into tense nationwide unrest marked by violent clashes between protesters and security forces. The Iranian government on Sunday declared 3 days of national mourning for martyrs, including members of the security forces killed in 2 weeks of protests. Iranian state television broadcast funeral processions in western cities, including Gatsaran and Yasuj, for security personnel killed in the protests. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump on Sunday said that Iran's leadership has called seeking to negotiate on nuclear after his warning of military action amid mass anti-government protests in the Islamic Republic. Talking to reporters aboard Air Force One, Trump also said that he was considering potential military action against Iran. The US President Donald Trump is expected to meet senior advisors on Tuesday to discuss options for Iran. Iran has warned it will retaliate if attacked by the US. Iranian authorities accuse the US and Israel of fomenting trouble. The state television reported that government called for nationwide marches on Monday. President Masoud Pezeshkian urged people to take part in a national resistance march to denounce the violence. Global leaders have increasingly spoken out on the situation. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Sunday said that he was shocked by reports of violence against protesters in Iran and called on the government to show restraint. TD India's Akhilesh Suman joins us for more on this. Akhilesh, good morning. Now, we've given the latest developments with regard to US and Iran, but then how do you see the situation or the developments further pan out with both sides accusing each other of fomenting trouble, at the same time the US president warning of military action against Iran?
Actually, Iran has gone many revolutions in the past, and this is nothing new for the people of Iran and also for the world. And every time, all the changes in Iran has taken place by somehow or other Western support, American support. So in that way, this is the situation which is showing again the old things that proved a changing situation in the Islamic Republic of Iran. But that given the fact that Iranians are seeing that how situations are changing in the Middle East, given this all the allies in the Middle East of Iran are under threat of virtual destruction. And in that situation, Iran may have to take certain stands so that either it goes into the all-out war with US or it goes into negotiations. The obvious statement that is coming out of Iranian side, especially from the religious head, he is taking a hard stand. The judiciary is taking very hard stand, and also the military. But Pezeshkian, the civilian chief, the president of Iran, he is showing some sort of restraint, and he is showing that he wants to give people some sort of solace, and also showing some flag, that white flag, you can say that yes, we can talk. And I think that some hint has gone from the civilian government of Iran to the US government, and that is why President Donald Trump is telling that they want to talk. And President Donald Trump is also saying that his administration is ready to talk to Iran. So I think this is a silver lining for the people of Iran, that yes, there may be some talk between the Iranian government and the US government. So if the talks take place, it will be really a good thing. But President Donald Trump is also saying that we may have to take some action before we go into talks. So I think something is cooking very strongly in the US side. And what I'm getting from my sources that US has a very strong preparation for going into harsh action against Iranian government. In what way it will happen, it has to be seen, because that people are on the road. And if people are on the road, if you take any military action, the major harm will be on the innocent people. So that may be in the mind of Donald Trump, that what type of action he is going to take. Either he will attack the military establishment, or he will attack something else. So that has to be seen. But the sources are also telling that the military of US is quite prepared, and its flights are taking some routes in the vicinity of Iranian side, means the neighboring countries of Iran. So I think conflicting situation is there. It is, the ball is in the court of Iranian, that how they play it. Iranian government, I mean to say, that how they play it, because Raja Pahlavi, who is in the US right now, he is urging the army, military of Iran to keep restraint, and he also urging the employees, the government employees of Iran, to be in the side of people. So I think he is calling for a revolution. And let us see that how people react, how Iranian government react, and how situation pan up. Because we may have not more time. Maybe in a day or two, things will become quite clear, that whether some action is being taken from your side, or some talks for negotiation is going on. So let us wait and watch for at least a day, that how it pans up.
All right, so we'll have to see how the day ahead pans out. Thank you so much, Akhilesh, for joining us with those details.